Hey, morning, 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 my beautiful, 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 beautiful people. How are you this morning? What a great week it has been. You know, God has been indeed good to us all. For those who are alive and well, we have to give God thanks that, we're alive, we're well, and, what should I say now? We're just alive and well, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful to God. And you should give God thanks. You never had to wake up this morning, but God chose to wake you up this morning. So we should give him thanks. We should give him praise. I want to talk about something regarding today. Today is Bob Marley's birthday. I'm not sure how old he would be today if he was still alive, but respect to, for actually taking Jamaica, to the world where music is concerned and singing timeless songs, because he has some good songs out there, that are just really uplifting music. Also, today is a day, sadly, simultaneously, we are in support of the fight against crime, against violence, against crime and violence towards women and children. And I'm in support of that. I don't know. I'm in full black. I'm in full black today, basically. In support of that. But can I say something, people? Can I say something? And please don't take it in the wrong way. Please understand where I'm coming from. We could have wear black all we want. We could have wear white, blue, pink, whatever color you want to use, all we want. If something proactively is not done, then it makes no sense to wear the black. I understand. We're in support of fine. It's almost like saying, I know that smoking kills, or I know that if I become a drunkard, but you still drink. What I'm simply saying is, yes, we can start wearing the black and we can be in support, but something proactive needs to be done. When I think of people like Martin Luther King and some others, they had to be proactive. They couldn't just say, okay, let us wear this for the day, people, or let's just wear that for the day. They had to be proactive. So if it means sometimes, and I'm not talking about causing mayhem or chaos in a bad way where it will cost somebody's life, but if it means that we have to go to Parliament or go right at King's House Gate and we protest for days, that is getting things done. If it means that we have to protest for, stay out whole night, for those who can manage that, sometimes you have to be like that. You have to be in an uncomfortable situation for things to change. All right? So we can wear black all today, and then by later we hear that, God forbid, 10 women got killed and 10 children got killed. I'm not calling that into being. I'm just simply saying that wearing black is not enough. Wearing full black or partial black or whatever it is not enough. We have to be proactive. That's all I'm saying to you. Because it's not the first, it is not the second, it is not the third or fourth that I find that, sometimes things will come up publicly that we should wear black in support of or not in support of. And it does nothing. Our problem still continues. It festers like a bad sore. And when we say to people, let us say, "Lad, me can't bother ya, come on, nobody shoot me, no nobody this, and no nobody that," and then yet you want changes to come. I've tell you that we are a country of talkers. It sounds good to hear ourselves. It sounds nice, but we're not proactive. We're not proactive at all. And I'm thinking about other countries like Singapore and so on. And I'm not saying that they don't have their issues. I'm not saying they don't have things that they have to deal with, but they have put things in place that once this is broken, this is what will happen. You follow? Once this is broken, this is what will happen. I'm just simply saying to you people, wearing black is not enough. Wearing black is not enough. It don't matter what color you want to wear. If it is that we're not proactive in getting things done, then we're just basically just saying, oh, we're just wearing colors. Whether it want to be black, white, pink, or blue. People, in order for change to take place, and I'm not expecting a 360-degree change, and we expect that every single crime going to stop, every violent act is going to stop, but we can minimize this if we push the powers that be, where they have to get up and go out and create some kind of, enforce some kind of law or enforce some kind of act, where once this is done, things are dealt with almost or immediately. We could have wear black or blue all we want. It won't change anything. We have to be proactive. So when I wear the black in support of, so let me use myself. So I wear the black for the entire day, and I'm in support of non-violence towards women and children. And then I stay the whole day, and that is it. How am I creating some form of change? Just ask yourself the question. So you wear the black. How are you creating some form of change? Are you protesting? Are you going to the powers that be to say, look at this, we need to look at the laws of the land, the constitution, to see what it says about violence towards women and children. If it is not strong enough, we need to find a way to get the bill passed so that things are dealt with. Are we going to those who are accountable? Whether it's the police force is only there to carry out the law. So a man break the law and him can get a warrant and then go and take him in, and then the courts deal with him. I'm simply saying we have to be proactive. We can't just be wearing black or white or blue or pink and expect changes to come. I'm not playing down with, I'm in full black, see there? I'm not playing it down, I'm in support of it. I'm in support of the change. But we have to do other things. A man can't say I want a fruit tree out there and just throw the seeds them down like that. Just fling them on the ground. I'm not saying that a tree might not, somehow God just make something happen where the seed goes down into the earth. Right? Rainfall, sun shines. And it grows. I'm not saying, but you're leaving things up to chance like that. It don't work like that, especially to get a very fruitful tree. And I use trees because these are the things that bring some kind of nourishment to us. And I'm saying, likewise, if we want a change where the violence toward women and children at least reduce. Because I'm not expecting a 360-degree change. I live in the real world. It's a real world I live in. I am simply saying to us that we have to be proactive. Sometimes people come to some of us and say, all right, let us go out at whatever time and we're going to protest. Because they can't do, no police or anybody can stop you. Once you know that you're not creating mayhem or some chaos where it affects other lives or destroys property, then that's a different thing. You follow? But nobody now go on to that. Lord of mercy, I don't want my boss see me. Lord of mercy, I don't want that person that see me. Lord of mercy, I don't want this. Lord, it's just pure excuses. I hear to talk about we want change. No, we don't want to change. There's no possible way we want any change and we're not protesting out there. There's no possible way that we want a change and we're protesting about there. A lady was saying to me that one day she had a little meeting with her staff. All right, they wanted to go to the top management to make a change, and everyone was agreeing with her. When she reached a meeting, everybody mouth sealed, afraid. She couldn't believe it. She was so disheartened. And it's not the first, second, or third. I've been in situations like that. And when they try to get change, nobody wants it. Nobody, I mean, sorry, not no one wants it. They just decide to be dormant. They decide to just stay quiet and not create that change. You follow? And it is something that is quite disturbing, especially in this country, Jamaica. We're big on talking. Sometimes they don't even want you to chatting no more. To be honest with you people. Sometimes I better than just I can keep silent. We're big on talking. Just talking away. Eh? And again, I'm not saying that don't wear the black. That's not what I'm simply saying. I'm in black. I'm in full black. I'm in full black. I'm in full black. But I'm saying, how is my full black going to make the change? This is just putting an apparel on my body. I have to be proactive in whatever change it is that I want to create. I may not change a big crowd. I may not change the multitude, but create some form of positive change to protect our women and to protect our children. I think people forget that the children are the future. So when you find that they're all annihilated, what problem are you think is going to happen when you have only the older set living? Huh? A generation gap, a stuck, stagnant world or country. Eh? If we really and truly think about it, I too am including, if we really valued our women, if we really valued our children, believe you, we would have marched right up our King's House right there, or our courts, march, protest, day after day, whether one set goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day until a change is made. That is what Martin Luther King and others had to do. You think them could have just talk about them and wear black or blue or pink or white? They couldn't. You think they could just talk about wearing colors? Yes, he spoke a lot, but he also acted. And it is actions that created a lot of changes for us black people. I don't say no Martin Luther King of today, and whether it's Martin Luther as a male figure or female figure, it whoever. You follow what I'm saying? And if we try to get persons to be a part of it, no one wants it. The only time you jump on board when you see like the crowd get big. Oh gosh, yes. You know, long she been saying this, and I agree with her now. And everybody now jump on the bandwagon. I too am guilty of that. I feel bad. You know what I mean? And no one wants to create that change. If I could just find maybe even where they say where 2 or 3 are gathered. You know what I mean? It makes a big difference. Honestly, if I could find 2, I would be out there placarding. Or maybe I should just go out there and start. Who knows? It really is saddened. I'm saddened by it. I'm saddened that we have succumbed and become a people of fear. We live in fear in different ways, not only fear of the criminals to attack us or to violate us, but we have become so fearful of so many things. Oh, I fear that if I do this, I'll be ostracized by the crowd that knows me or that I'm in. I fear losing my job. I fear this, I fear that. Where our motto is built on fear. Think about it. That's the only reason why you don't placard, or you don't want nobody to laugh at you, or you don't want this, or to stand out in a crowd. You know, so many different things, but all of it boils down to fear. Fear would definitely, it will. The only change that fear will bring, and I won't even use the word change. All it does is just ignite the problem more and more. It just ignites the problem more and more, because the criminals love that. You know, they just want us to live in fear, all right, and despair, so that they can get to carry out their heinous crimes towards women and children. And another reason for this is that I've heard this over the years, that women are regarded as almost imbeciles, almost, you know, not important beings, only as sex symbols. You know, mind you, a lot of women portray themselves that way because that is what they know. You know, that is how they're viewed by many men, even other women. Look at how women treat other women. You know, they have no kind of, they have no form of, what should I say, no respect. They backbite, they tear down, they do all manner of evil towards women. I find women towards women something is wrong. There's disconnect. You know what I mean? We don't have a sisterly like love towards each other in general. You just look at a woman as a woman, and all of us, and everything you find wrong with that lady. You know what I mean? And I find that between women. So what has happened is that with that, a lot of men see these things, and sometimes how women behave. When I hear some of the songs from ever since, you know, from as much younger till now, I just cannot understand how even women singing songs that literally is explicitly degrading them. Explicitly, literally degrading them. And you hear the same women. And when I see them dancing towards it, and the man say, all right, do this, do that, do that. You know, and degrade themselves. And they will wonder why it is that women are not valued by men. We allow it, women. As tough as it may sound, we allow it in many, many instances. I'm not saying it gives a man a right that if you go outside in a bikini that he should rape you and molest you. But I'm saying try not to water the tree too much. That's all I'm simply saying. And I'm not picking up for any men, for the men who do that. I'm not picking up for them at all. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not picking up for them. Right? I'm simply saying that we're watering it sometimes. You can have a song at about man, you're this and you're that and you're the other. And I see women dance. I mean, is that them even dancing even more than the men? I remember watching a video, more than one videos, where the woman was lighting her private part with fire. I saw it for myself, right here in Jamaica. Lighting her private area on fire, more than once. I saw it. Now for me, she must be possessed. Because can you imagine when your hand touch something hot, like a hot plate, or fire touch your hand, you know, you fly up so fast because of how hot it is, and you light your private, a very sensitive area on fire. I think she's possessed. That's the only thing I can see. Because maybe when you're possessed, you don't feel any pain. That's the only thing I can say. She could not be in her right mind. Either she's completely mad, insane, or possessed by the devil. So what I'm saying is that a part of everything, I always say, it's a one particular thing that causes an issue. It's always a number of things. Generally, it's a breakdown in family life. It is about how it is that men value women, or even how women value women. Women don't treat women in general good. They're always fighting against a woman. All if it is that you don't know the woman. I've seen it. I've faced it. Always some women, they just fight for nothing. Some simple, I don't even want to say simple things, for no, I say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that could be part of the reason why it is that we're facing the issue that we face. Because we're the primary caregivers of children, so it filters down to the children. So the women are attacked, they're violated, they're killed, and then the children reciprocates that. Family life broken down. Women are disregarded. They're viewed as sex symbols or gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? And until we decide, there's a scripture that says the older women should mentor the younger women. The older women should mentor the younger. I saw something disturbing yesterday. And lady, she's about in her 70s, going on to her 80s. And she's burning or smoking a big head spliff. Now I'm observing her smoking and drawing it in, and smoking and smoking and drawing it in. And right away my mind just flashed back at my grandmother. My grandmother is older than her, And growing up, every time I see somebody elderly, you just think of a good person, godly person. I know that, I'm just telling you how I thought, And there's certain things that you don't do. Even if it is that you did it back then, you don't do it especially when you reach a certain age. Now this lady with her aged voice, because she was talking to the gentleman, and I could see how the gentleman was looking at her like him. I think he was in disbelief. Although he's from probably her community, he's probably still in a sense of disbelief to see this big lady, 70s, she seemed to me, smoking a big head spliff. What is she going to tell her grandchild? What is she going to tell her daughter, her grandson, her nephew, her grandnephew, whoever, whatever relative it is? What can she say to them? Huh? Because they're going to say, you are talking to me, and look at what you're doing. You see the breakdown that we have? This lady who should be mentoring somebody like me and others, how to be a lady, how to survive this world. You know what I mean? How to carry yourself towards other women, how to carry yourself towards men. This lady is smoking a big head spliff, and we wonder why we have the problem that we have. People could have wear black till paint ourselves all in a black. In that way make a change until we're proactive. And a number of the older women, sadly, have decided to not take on the responsibility in mentoring other younger women into being better women. They have not taken on that responsibility because instead they are grudge and bad mind, or it's not your prerogative. And we wonder why it is that we face the mayhem that we face in this country today. I'm dealing with Jamaica. I'm not dealing with other countries. This is where I live. We wonder why it is that we face the ills that we face. We talk big. We're big talkers. Sometimes I listen to these programs on the radio station, sorry. I watch the different programs on the television, and you hear it sounds so philosophical. You say, wow, what a bright, wow. You know what I mean? But all of it is just talk. They make money and then they go home, and that's it. I'm not going to say that they don't have persons who try to be proactive. One lady who used to, I saw where she tried, Betty and Blaine, and it was just a lone wolf in the woods. And no matter how people try and say, come on board with me. Forget about, I'm going to lose this and I'm going to lose this, or I fear this and I fear that. No. Can you imagine? I'm just asking you to think on this. Can you imagine if persons like Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, and some of the other persons, I don't know them, I don't know, some of the names right now, decided to not be proactive? You think they could just only be talking big? They could have talked from this till thy kingdom come. If they were not proactive, trust me, somebody would have still in the slave ship. Some of us would still be in the slave ship Or some of us, the type of work we have would have been, what would you call it? Do you remember? Yeah, white collar? Is it white or blue collar? The lowest form of work, whichever one it is. Some of us would still be there as black people. They want to be brown skinned, dark skinned in between color. It's just that some might be in the blacker ones, would have been out in the fields, and the lighter ones in the inside. So can you imagine if these men were not proactive? I'm just trying to tell you, people that talk, you know, knowledge and knowing is basically as good as how you act it out. So even if it is that you know a whole host of things, if you don't act them out, believe you me, it's like you're really not knowledgeable. Because comes with knowledge comes action. And we can't say we're going to create some change by just wearing the black. We have to be proactive, people. And we should be, I'm just trying to figure out why it is that there is a disconnect with us as Jamaicans joining forces to create that change. I'm trying to find out what is this disconnect. What has caused this? What has caused this to you know, to make this disconnect to be there? People, we have to come together. We have to do better as a set of people. We have to do better as a set of people. We can't continue on this pathway. We can't continue on this pathway. We need to be proactive. My heart is broken when I think of what is happening. My heart is broken when I think of how a lot of men view women. My heart is broken when I think of how women treat other women and children. I was somewhere where a lady was scolding her children, and she just laced the kids. Those children looked like they were 2 years old, and she just laced them with no ends of bad words. People, we have to be proactive. For some sort of change to take place, wearing black is not just enough. Wearing black is just not enough. We understand what I'm saying, people? Wearing black is just not enough. All right? Have a beautiful day. Thank you.